And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First to the Warde is sophomore, number 44,
The starting lineups have been introduced, a wonderful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, and we're ready for basketball. A little after 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night, the second Wednesday night in February, and for Scott Torello, for the, couple thousand people that live in Fairfield, the second Wednesday night in February means big basketball between Ludlowe and Warde.
Aiden, it's a fun night for the town, fun night for the kids. Coaches versus Cancer, fundraiser on top of it. This is special for everyone involved.
We are going to talk about the coaches versus Cancer aspect to it, but first, the starting group for Fairfield Ludlowe. It's Patrick Kilbride, Jaden Tabwa, Jeff Myers out there, James Bork, and Christian Peterson, and we're underway. This one going to the scorer's table and picked up by the Mustangs to begin it. Happy Ludlowe Warde, everybody. The girls fell to Fairfield Warde, but the boys looking to avenge that loss right now. Taken up by the senior captain Saganos, and a travel that's going the other way. Great start for Fairfield Ludlowe, not so much for Fairfield Warde. Opening possession, and they're letting the crowd get to them already. Yeah,
moving screen set by McKenna early. That's just early game jitters right there.
Best night of basketball, especially for a Ludlowe team that may not be in the FCAC playoffs. Needing a win tonight, really. Here's the give and go for Peterson. They move it up the left side. Tabwa, a floater in the lane, no good. Rebound by Fairfield Warde, and here comes Becker on the other end. Becker off to Saganos, playing catch with it.
Two interesting matchups right now, Aiden. Ludlowe has put Bork onto Becker, Warde's best player. Meanwhile, Warde has put Goulbin on Bork on the other end of the court.
Well, whatever they're doing, it's working. Ludlowe's got turnovers on Warde's two first possessions. Bork driving down low, kick. Myers thought about it. Now backdoor dish. Bork in the lane, got harassed, but Ludlowe's going to take it back. This shows you how scrappy a John Daly team can play.
Yeah, it will be very difficult for Bork to drive on Goulbin all night.
There's a three. That's going to go off. Rebound for the Mustangs. There's Stampede, just as rowdy as our Nest. 6:40 left in the first.
Yeah, there's a great crowd in here. Both fan bases, both student bodies are excited for the game. This is fun, Aiden.
Becker inside. Working on Bork, has the size advantage, but goes back up top with Saganos.
He has the size advantage, but not the quickness advantage, nor the strength advantage. So it's going to be interesting to see if Becker will get himself down low, get himself some easy looks.
There's a two, and it's good. First points of the game to Warde.
Yeah, Matt Houghton is a pure shooter.
Matt Houghton puts it down, and here come the Falcons on the other end. Their third possession of the night.
Ludlowe does not want to see Houghton get hot. He single-handedly beat Trumbull the other night.
Warde with that big upset victory over the Trumbull Golden Eagles. Ludlowe with a big victory to clinch a state playoff berth over Staples. There's a two, and it's good. Big two to begin this game for Kilbride, and we're tied at two.
Yeah, beautiful pump fake, one dribble, jump shot. So Kilbride, they know he shoots threes, so they force him off the three-point line.
Here's Myers. Working to go up top. Top of the key. Playing catch with it. McKenna fumbled, now gets it back. There's a long three. It's not going to hit anything. McKenna tipped it back in. Here's Peterson. Peterson the dish. And the foul, but it's going to be a charge actually. No foul. 4:55 left in the first.
Yeah, they call the charge.
Group is celebrating.
They call the charge on Peterson. Houghton is holding his ground. Peterson's got to jump stop and make that pass.
Peterson thought it was a foul. Instead, the Mustangs with the ball. 4:48 to play in the first. There's Saganos from top, moving off to the right side. Lofted to the post, but they can't handle it. Tabwa on the other end. Driving through traffic, and it's 4-2, Ludlow's first lead of the night.
That's where he's at his best, Aiden, in the open floor. He is the most athletic guy on this court. He's got to get into the open floor and take advantage of his skills.
Top of the key, this is out. Inside, loose on the floor. Bork thinks he's got it. Jump ball.
Great effort by Bork. Kid plays very hard.
They will get the call affirmed. Only it looks like 2 referees for this boys game as opposed to the 3 we saw in the girls game. Not sure why they needed the extra ref for that game and not this one. Nope, I missed one. We do have 3. So Bork brings it up top. Running to the left side. Off a screen for Peterson, drives, now stops. Free throw line jumper, it's no good. One-handed rebound underneath it, scoots out. And the referee's saying black, Warde ball. 4:02 left in the first.
Yeah, right away, right? You see Goldman, terrific athlete, tough kid. If Bork's going to make tough shots like that, Warde can live with it.
Here's the drive inside, and the shot no good. Rebound for the Falcons. Bork, Tabois threw it off his shoe. And Tabois is furious. 3:43 left in the first. And it looks like it's Ludlowe ball.
Yeah, good hustle right there by Brendan and by Goldman. Just couldn't come up with it.
Inbound and a block inside.
Yeah, Becker is so long. His arms are so long, you're just not used to that.
And you know, Becker became kind of elongated there. Stretched out his hands, now he's got a possession.
Hey, see how they set the screen to get the switch? Now he goes to work.
On Peterson, he misses. Rebound pulled down by McKenna. And a travel. That's their second of the night. They're having problems with steps early.
Yeah, excellent defense. See, James, even though he switched off onto the big guy, he's strong enough to battle with him down there.
Bork will bring it up, the point guard, to begin this game. Peterson, the first to be subbed out tonight. That's for Ian Bentley. Ludlowe wanted to get some size in, and very, very smart of John Daly. Top of the key. They swing it around. Here is Gilbride.
Yeah, Warde counters with her own size. Faye.
Bentley with his first touch of the night now. Bork feeds Bentley, but Bentley's not going to shoot from out there. Way too long. Here's Tabois. A very perimeter-oriented Ludlowe offense, unlike the girls' Ludlowe team that was trying to get it in low and just couldn't. Here's Bork. Speedy little guy down low. Lays it up, no good. Rebound for Bentley. Here's the drive. And they reset. Bentley on the right end. Drives inside, takes 2 steps. Now the 3 on the way. It's not even going to hit anything. Second air ball we've seen tonight. And Warde will get it back.
Yeah, good drive and dish, though. That's Ludlowe's game, right? Patrick is an excellent shooter. If they can get him spotted up, shooting threes, they like that.
Both student sections doing everything they can to cheer on their teams tonight. That's a shot no good. Looked like it may have been a 3. Trickles back out, and a sliding Bentley came in trying to get the rebound, but he couldn't. Yep. 2:07 left in the first, and it's Warde ball trailing by 2.
Hey,
low scoring affair here in this first quarter.
It is. You see how both teams feeling each other out. Both teams are nervous, taking a lot of long jumpers. This is a tough environment for these kids to play in. They're not used to this environment. So it's natural for them to have nerves. That's why these early substitutions are important. Give them a chance to sit down, regroup, get a different perspective.
Here comes Bork. He'll lay one up. No good. Other end, here come the Falcons. They'll roll with, with Houghton. Houghton, the 6'2 senior. They move to the right side. That's McMahon. Houghton again. On the near side, here's Goldman. He's the quarterback for the Warde Mustangs.
Yeah, you see
trying to avenge a loss that they had in football earlier on Thanksgiving Eve.
Warde is really searching for where they're going to get their points from with this lineup.
They've been just off with a couple of these threes, that one too. As here comes Tabois.
Right, you have this lineup. They have 2 great shooters, McMahon and Houghton, but that's it. So if you're playing that, if you know that that's your strength, you press up on them. Let the other guys try to beat you.
How about a wide open layup inside for Patrick Kilbride? His fourth of the night, and it's 6-2 Ludlowe.
You see how indecisive this offensive set is for Warde.
Top of the key, McMahon. Drives down low on Bentley, he misses. Tip back out. And Kilbride got hammered. Warde doesn't like the call, Ludlowe does, and with 26.4 to go, Ludlowe may hold for a last shot here.
Absolutely, great hustle by Goulman. 50-50 play. To Ludlowe's advantage, the foul was called on Joe.
This gym, as always, filled to capacity. Next year it'll be at Warde, and obviously the same kind of feel, but it's a little bigger, which makes it feel a little less, friendly. We'll call it that. This has much more of a Cameron Indoor Stadium feel. Warde with a much more Madison Square Garden, if you will. 10 seconds to go. Left in this first. Here's Bork. Kick out, a long three, and it's just off. The hot hand early for Leverty. And that is the end of the first. 6-2 Ludlowe. Just 8 points total.
Yeah, not a pretty first period. Both teams nervous. Neither team looking crisp right now. A lot of long shots being taken by both teams. It's man-to-man defense. They got to try to penetrate, cut, set someone up on the box, take advantage of Becker's length. I'd like to see him do something a little different this period. For Ludlowe, listen, they're playing Bork with Goulban. That's going to create a tough matchup for him. You saw he got some shots up, but they were tough shots. Shots that are difficult to make. He did not make any of them in that half. They still got to have James continue to drive. It puts pressure on the defense. It wears teams down. Ultimately, that should play in their favor as the game goes on.
All right, so we continue along here with Ludlowe and Warde. The second quarter is about to get underway. The Ludlowe fans just chanting, "You had 2 points." Well, they're right. The Mustangs trailing by 4, not an ideal first quarter for them. They're really going to want to get out and score early here in this second quarter. For the Falcons, 6-4 coming off Kilbride's hands. The junior taking over this game early as Saganos gets us going in the second quarter. They swing to the corner, a long three from McMahon, he's off. Warde just can't hit tonight. As Bork brings it up already sweaty, you can tell.
Yeah, I like how Ludlowe switched up their D there. Went with the 2-3 zone. Caught Warde off guard.
Jake Northrup gets in the game. Bounce pass, and they reset with Bork. Daly saying roll the offense. Get it going. Don't waste any time here. There's the new checker-inner, Jake Northrup.
Yeah, neither team wants to be in a half-court offense, Aiden.
It's almost an entirely brand new starting five as well for Ludlowe. With Bentley, Bork, Rowan Kieser in there as a foul immediately called. It's Bentley, Bork, Kieser, Patrick Leverty, and of course, the big man down low is Jake Northrup. So plenty of size, too, to this Ludlowe team. Here we go. First shot's good, 7-2.
Yeah, you see Goulban's out of the game, and right away Bork attacks with a much more favorable result. Gets fouled, gets to the line. It's nice getting yourself involved in the game from the foul line.
He didn't have a very easy first half, or first quarter, I should say, especially getting down low, being one of the smaller ones on the court. But he somehow managed to put up some baskets so far. Saganos inside, McKenna double teams, and a foul is called against Fairfield Ludlowe. You gotta tell where the calls are going. It's making our job very easy. With the Falcons group to our left, that would be the Nest, and the Stampede from Fairfield. Warde off to our right. Shot coming. First of two from McKenna, and it's good.
Yeah, I like how they've switched it up to a zone, but because they have shooters on the wings, it's been pulling the forwards out wide. That left McKenna wide open underneath.
Second shot from McKenna goes off. And Ludlowe gets the rebound. Brought up by Bork, moving across the timeline very easily. No reason to start panicking and start heaving up shots they don't want to this early. 6:30 to go.
So Warde also switches to a 2-3 zone.
And just as they do that, a three goes up, comes down, and Warde their first defensive rebound. And that call's going to favor the Falcons. Looks like it may have been a charge.
The call block.
No, it was a block. Yeah, there we go. A lot of big guns here, including the commissioner of the FCAC, Dave Schultz, former athletic director here at Ludlowe, knows this rivalry all too well.
Sure. It's a fun night, right? If you're in town, what else would you rather be doing tonight?
With both these schools having a half day tomorrow, plenty of support. And coming off a snow day, too. Here's the drive. Becker going to the line to shoot, and Ludlowe inching closer to foul trouble.
Yeah, good take by Becker. Again, get out in the open court. Get some easy baskets. Half court, they're too bogged down. You got to get that rebound and go.
Here comes the shot. It's good.
If Becker can play a point forward in this game, meaning get the rebound and take off with it, that's going to be Warde's best offense.
It's 7-4.
I'd love to see them do that and then run their shooters to the three-point line.
And he missed. McKenna got the rebound. Warde thought there may have been a foul, especially Coach Ryan Swaller, but there isn't. Instead, it's a turnover. No, it is actually going to be Warde possession. And that one's going right onto the Ludlowe bench.
Yep, that's a turnover you can't have if you're Warde. Unforced. Ludlowe loves that.
Here comes the drive from Tabois. Wants to drive. Swing to the corner. This is Bork. Warde a less aggressive offense with the boys as opposed to the girls who were double teaming every chance they got. As they go to top with Kilbride, who's got 4 of 7.
Yeah, again, half-court offense. Both teams bogging down.
Here's the drive. And Kilbride. Looks like they'll say a foul on the floor. This is going to go against the Mustangs. There's a three. Off. Clearly 3 is not this game for either end. Still only 4. 2 of them were free throws. Now there's 6. And it's a 1-point game.
And that's exactly what I was referring to before, Aiden, right? Becker gets the rebound, pushes it up. Houghton and McMahon run to the three-point line. Look what happens. Houghton, little pump fake, drives through the hole and gets a layup.
Here's the drive. That is Kilbride, but the putback is from Keister, but it looks like there was a foul call before that.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 on McKenna.
So McKenna in foul trouble early. It's 7-6. That's good. It's 8-6. Ludlowe back to a basket game. Here comes a second from Jeff Myers. He missed. 8-6 with about 4.5 to play. Bring it over for Becker. Now a 3 on the way. And a little arrow right through it from Matt Houghton.
Yeah, he's
9-8.
a deadly shooter, Aiden. You have to identify him every time down the court if you're guarding him.
It's the first time that the Mustangs have led since 2-0. Tambois to Peterson, now around for Myers. Thought about Leverty, but instead they communicate. Here's Bork. Excuse me, no, that was Kilbride. Peterson lost the ball. It's loose on the ground, and the Mustangs take it. Numbers on the other end. He'll shoot. Made the three the last time. A rebound inside, and a foul is coming.
Yeah, that's Justin Davis, the freshman. Kid has a lot of upside, Aiden.
And you know this Warde team wants to win this game, not just because it's a rivalry, but because a win can all but put it in stone that the Mustangs will go to the FCAC playoffs as the 8th seed. There's the shot. And it's 10-8.
I like getting Bork back into the game. You see, they're having enough trouble as it is in the half court. Without him in the game, they have no one who's a threat to penetrate. That makes your offense even harder to execute. Anytime Warde goes man-to-man, Bork has to be in the game.
Here's Knight, part number 2. Just off. And you got to admire Ryan Swaller in a town that's now separated into basically 3-4 high schools. He's still managed to take teams to the FCAC playoffs on a yearly basis. The last 2 years, they've been eliminated in round 1 in heartbreak fashion. Last year to Trumbull, 2 years ago on a buzzer beater to the eventual champions, Ridgefield. Both of which came on their home court nonetheless, so they've been getting some speculation as to what's going on. But they just want to relax here. Plenty of time to go. 3:13 in the second. Tried double teaming Bork. Thought against it. There's the drive. Keeps it in play. Tipped around. Out of bounds. And we're staying with the Falcons.
Yeah, again, Aiden, their offense is too perimeter oriented. Gulbin against Bork is eliminating the penetration. They're going to have to find other ways to get into the middle of the paint here.
It's 10-8, 3:04 left in the second. And the timeout gets called. John Daly trying to drop a few new plays. Both teams with 5 fouls, so they don't really have much in the way of giving. See if we can get an out-of-town scoreboard update as we continue along on this Wednesday night. Glad you decided to spend it with us. In a blank, Scott Torello. 3:04 left, and it's 10-8, Fairfield Warde on top.
Be great to get the Ridgefield versus Norwalk.
We're trying. We do have a Trumbull Trinity score. Trumbull barely edging Trinity Catholic 43-39. That one of the better games of the night. Trumbull's going to lock up the number 2 seed. Trinity gets the 3. Trumbull's actually going to get a top 4 seed in Class LL.
Yep, they're very talented. So I like that, Aiden. Come out, set a double screen, get a switch. That was a good drive by James. I did not think that was a travel.
A travel inside, 2:55 remaining. And Ludlowe coming out in more of a press. Vaness bringing up that terrific night for Ludlowe football a few months ago. Not going to let that one go till next Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was an exciting win for Ludlowe.
We're still looking for that Trumbull Trinity score, that Norwalk Ridgefield score. On the left side, they go back up top. Now here's Becker. Becker with a 2 over the head of Bork, and Bork pulls the rebound. How about the sprinting Sam Sweeney? Coast to coast.
That's what you got to do, Aiden. You got to get that rebound and go.
A junior sensation was already ahead of the pack, and we're tied at 10.
Same thing here. A good rebound, out and go. Got to shoot that though.
Sweeney's pass is intercepted. Here come the Mustangs on the other end with McMahon, and the foul underneath. A minute 58 to go, and we're tied at 10.
Yeah, instead of taking the open three, tries to make a tough pass, turns it over, leads to a fast break on the other end.
First of two at the line, and it's good. Mustangs the 11-10 lead in this crosstown rivalry game. Gotta say, it's one of the best in Connecticut. And he'll hit his second. 12-10 Mustangs. The Falcons trying to keep it within a point. And a turnover.
Yeah, illegal screen by Bentley. Tough call. I mean, listen, the kids are fighting hard, fighting around the screens. He's just trying to hold his ground. He was moving, so technically it is a moving screen.
Still no update from the Ridgefield Norwalk game. Now here's the drive and the kick, and Golban finishes. They're back to 2-point leads.
That's when you have to know someone's tendencies, Aiden. Joey's not going to shoot the jumper. You got to stay on the ground on that pump fake. You know he wants to get to the rim.
McMahon on the other end, speeding down to low. This is Saganos.
Yeah, again, interesting lineup here for Warde. You know, you have your two shooters again.
Here's the swing and the three for the corner. No good. But
McMahon.
the rebound. How about a pass that gets knocked around, gets Bentley knocked around. Golban looks knocked up down on the floor, but the foul was on him. 49.6 remaining. And the Mustangs are going to get this, the Falcons are going to get the ball.
Yeah, good hustle play. Picked up his second, though. Will probably sit the last 50 seconds of the half.
49.6 remaining. And the Mustangs on top. Here's the drive from Bork into the left corner. Back to Sweeney, now to Bork on the left side, down to 35 seconds. Spins inside, and he slipped.
Hey, got away with one there.
He certainly did. That should have been a travel. By all means.
Slipped, call the foul.
Doesn't matter if he slid, it should have been a travel. 32.5 remaining, and it's a 4-point game. That's another foul on the Mustangs as well, as Bork will go to the line. So here we go. The shot on the way from Bork is off. Crashing the boards, but they can't get it. Here is Becker. They swing around, and a three is good. 17-10. And the Mustangs are going to force the Falcons to try and draw something up here as Sweeney will inbound.
I'll say it again. The best shooter on the floor is Houghton. You have to identify him. Especially if you're only going to put up 10 points in the half. Down 7 feels like you're down 15.
They bring it up top with Kilbride on the left side, down to 5 seconds. Driving free throw line, lost the ball, through his legs. A half-court heave at the buzzer is off, but 1.1 remaining is when the clock stopped. .1 remaining, and the Falcons will get the ball. Bork at the buzzer. Just off. And that's how we end the first half. 27 combined points.
Yeah, and even the Warde fans, the Warde student body's letting him know about it.
17-10 as we take our halftime break. We'll return for the second half when we get back.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
We farm about 3,500 acres. There's pipelines everywhere. The contractor working on my property did not have the lines located before he began work, and it resulted on a strike on a natural gas pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 or visiting clickbeforeyoudig.com in the U.S. only takes minutes to do, and it can save your life.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
Anyone can fall victim to moving fraud. Know your rights and responsibilities.
There was never really a valid contract.
Movers must always give written estimates.
I was bound to an estimate, but it was after the fact.
Be sure that any document is complete before signing it and that it includes information to determine the final charges.
It was a version that I had not seen before.
Visit protectyourmove.gov to download a free moving fraud prevention guide. Search for registered movers and view their complaint histories. Move with confidence.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37. Earlier than most.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
And every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association. Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
We farm about 3,500 acres. There's pipelines everywhere. The contractor working on my property did not have the lines located before he began work, and it resulted on a strike on a natural gas pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 or visiting clickbeforeyoudig.com in the U.S. only takes minutes to do, and it can save your life.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
Anyone can fall victim to moving fraud. Know your rights and responsibilities.
There was never really a valid contract.
Movers must always give written estimates.
I was bound to an estimate, but it was after the fact.
Be sure that any document is complete before signing it, and that it includes information to determine the final charges.
It was a version that I had not seen before.
Visit protectyourmove.gov to download a free moving fraud prevention guide. Search for registered movers and view their complaint histories. Move with confidence.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37. Earlier than most.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
And every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association. Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
So the second half about to get underway. 17-10, Fairfield Warde is on top. Ada Blank, Scott Torello, so happy you could join us on a cold Wednesday night. And Scott, in that first half, it was really all about the Fairfield Warde Mustangs and their big shooter, Matt Houghton.
You're exactly right, Aiden. They're going to have to identify where he is. He single-handedly carried them to this 7-point lead. But listen, as bad as you played, if you're Ludlowe, you're only down 7. So you got to stay positive, all right? The first half's over. You played terrible, fine. You only scored 10 points, fine, it's over. You're only down 7. Start the second half. Let's get a quick basket, and let's get some momentum going.
Ready to go in the second half. Fairfield Ludlowe in the white. As we wait for the clock to reset, Fairfield Ludlowe in the white, moving from our right to left. Fairfield Warde in the black, moving from left to right.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the ball out of James's hands with Joe guarding him. Try to get Jaden in the open court. Look at that, Aiden, a backdoor right off the bat. Just what we talked about, right?
And immediately it's 19-10, Fairfield Warde. Not the start you wanted if you are the Mustang, if you are the Falcons, excuse me. 17-12.
We'll see if that gives them some momentum. Let's see if that helps loosen up the defense too. The back door, easy shots.
Becker stumbled on it. It's loose on the floor and a jump ball. 17-12, still a 5-point game with 7:20 remaining in this very, very defensive game.
Yep, great defense right there by Peterson. Listen, he's a nightmare to play against too. Very long arms, strong boy.
There's the 3 for the corner, and it is off. Rebound underneath by Becker. Goes up with it, no. McKenna the putback. It's 19-12.
Definitely can't give them 3 looks at the basket.
Dubois to Bork. Handles it with a hand. Here is Peterson. Up top. Here's Bork spinning, driving, shooting, and it's off. But the rebound to Myers. He gets the tip. It's loose underneath and a jump ball.
Good hustle by both teams.
Here is the inbound. It is to Myers. Myers controlling on the left side. Again, Ludlowe in the whites. Moving from left to right. Moving from right to left, scoring on the basket to our left. Bork, the exit pass is intercepted. Here they go on the other end. This is Becker inside. They're going back the other way. Looks like they called that a charge against Fairfield Warde.
Excellent defense right there by Peterson. I love the fact that Becker's pushing it up the court. Got a jump stop. Either go up with a little jumper or find an open teammate.
Top of the key, this is Bork. Off of Peterson's screen, end around. This is going to go off to the hands of Myers. Myers the drive, exit pass for Bork. Now here's the flip, Peterson for 3, and it's off.
So that's good offense, but I'm guessing that's not the guy Ludlowe wants shooting 3s.
Here's Saganos on the other end. He'll shoot with a hand, it's no. The rebound from McKenna, and another offensive foul against Fairfield Warde, something we didn't see much in the girls' game and didn't expect to see in the boys' game.
Yeah, McKenna got penalized there. Excellent box out by James, but the ref should not penalize him for being bigger and stronger. That did not look like there was any contact on that rebound.
It's 5:50 remaining, and here comes James Bork. Works to the top of the key. Free for Bork. Got it!
Nice shot by Patrick.
They're back in it. This game not remotely close to over.
Again, you see some different sets by Ludlowe to start this half. Much better looks at the basket so far.
Tried to trade 3s. It's off. Rebound for Bork. Trying to go coast to coast. Instead, he lays it off with Golbin. Inside, this is Peterson, back for Dubois. Thought about a 3, now drives in from the free throw line. A nice bounce pass to Peterson, back across. And now a 3 that's off. And Houghton pulls the rebound. Here comes Saganos. Houghton up top. This is
one of those lineups again for Warde where you have three really non-offensive players in with two shooters.
Here's the drive from McMahon, and he can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot. No, he will not. It's another offensive foul. That's three. The last three fouls have been offensive, all three against Fairfield Warde. And Bork to bring it up.
They tried to run the same play as last time. They tried to run Patrick through the double screen. Warde was ready for it that time.
4 minutes and 30 seconds remain. And up top, here comes Matt Houghton. Off a screen. Three on the way, and it's blocked. He'll pull his own rebound, though. Underneath, it's loose, and the Mustangs retain possession. But the Falcons finally get something on Houghton, and that's the block.
Yep, good switch by Bentley. He's long, Aiden. Long arms. He covers a lot of ground.
The inbound goes right underneath for Becker, who double takes and got it and wide. Matthew Becker steps up, and it's 21-15.
Yeah, it's not. That's where they got to put Becker, Aiden. On the box. Let him use his size and skill down there. See if he can finish the three-point play.
Here comes the shot from Matt Becker. 4:07 remaining in the third. It's 21-15. Fairfield Warde just barely leading. Off the front of the rim, it's no good, but a putback from McKenna, and he'll get fouled. 4:05 remaining in the third.
Yeah, again, offensive rebounds. Too many second chance opportunities for Warde this period. That's the only way they've been able to score.
The Mustangs by 6, and that will stay 6 as he goes in and out and misses. Shot of the way is good, 22-15. Aiden Blank, Scott Torello with you high above the action here at Fairfield Ludlowe. Not our normal broadcast spot, which is closer to half court. Or center court, I should say, but we'll take it. Right in the middle of a lot of fans, parents, and just fans of good basketball. 3:46 remaining, and a foul is called.
Yeah, good cut by Patrick. Nice find. Going to the line, try to make two easy ones.
Third quarter, it's 22-15. 3:46 remain, and it is good as Bork able to get it to fall. 22-16. Here's the second one off the hand of Kilbride. He's had a night. 22-17, 5-point game. Home run pass from McMahon into the left corner, now back out, right wing three, good! 25-17, and the Mustangs eating up.
Beautiful ball movement. That's what we should have been doing in our game, Aiden. Over the pass, cross court, the three is wide open.
How about a three on the other end? It's off. McMahon pulls the rebound. Home run pass, and it goes into the stance.
Had him open, just led him a little too much. Nice try right there.
Brendan McMahon has had 2 home run passes, one of them caught for a three. And you can see he's given all he's got into this game. The 6-foot junior as they reset with Bork. He gets it again. Stutter step, ball is loose and picked up by the Falcons. Golbin. Here's Kilbride. Now they swing it to Bork, guarded by Steele. Steele getting his first check into the night. There's the drive, and Bork, he's rejected at the rim. Here's a three from Leverty, it's no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs, another chrome run pass. Houghton underneath, can't get it. Here's McMahon, intercepted by Kilbride. And Bork will slow things down.
Yeah,
let's get some air in here,
looks.
let's reset.
Couple good looks by Warde. They're pushing tempo, they're getting easier shots. We've gotten some good shots in our half-court set this period, but again, we're working too hard to try to score, Aiden.
Leverty up to Myers. Myers going to give it away to Kilbride. Here's the junior off to Bork. A lot of juniors on this roster. Here's the drive. And a foul on the floor, no shot. 1:39 left in the third. The Mustangs with 4 fouls, Ludlowe with 3. That's going to be the third foul called against Matt Becker. Problematic if you're Ryan Swaller.
Absolutely. They have an 8-point lead, chance to really put this thing out of reach. But now they got to take Becker out of the game, which really hurts them on the offensive end and on the rebounding end.
Warde, as we mentioned, is coached by Ryan Swaller. One of the better coaching matchups we'll see all season. Swaller versus John Daly. 2 big basketball minds. Swaller with Lenny Petroselli, Dominique Langston, and Stephen Muller. Muller, who's actually on the Ludlowe football coaching staff. Daly joined by his coaches Rob Kinsley and Joseph Basia. Here's Kilbride to bring it up, and Bork in the near corner. Driving from top. Past the free throw line, and he backs out. Here's Bork.
You see, when the other team doesn't think you're a threat to shoot, they can just go underneath those screens. Very difficult to drive and penetrate against that.
50 seconds remain and a foul on the other end. 50.5 left. And that's going to be Ludlow's fourth as Sam Sweeney's going to check in with Chris Carlucci and Rowan Kieser. Here it comes. Off.
And Warde's poor free throw shooting is keeping Ludlowe in this game.
Here comes a big shot from Houghton, and it's good. 9-point game. And a timeout is used. 50.5 remaining in the third.
I like the timeout right there by Ryan. You don't have your captain in the game, Becker, who is a presence on the defensive end and on the boards. You're up 9, 50 seconds left. It's been a struggle for Ludlowe all night. Set something up, try and get another basket or two before the quarter's over. You can really push this thing out of reach, especially with Ludlowe only scoring 17 points to this point.
We'll try and get you a score as we move along. So Fairfield Ludlowe trailing 26-17. Scott, what does this team need to do to get back in this game?
Well, listen, I'd love to see them try to get some easier baskets. You see the Warde fans getting on the Ludlowe fans right now. And they deserve it, right? Ludlowe has not played a good game so far. They've struggled offensively. They have not gotten any easy baskets. This credit Warde for playing great defense. But Ludlowe has got to get Jaden back in the game. let him try and push tempo himself. At this point, 17 points, 3 quarters in. This is where you got to send people loose.
Norwalk leads Ridgefield in girls basketball 25-22 at the half. Ludlowe wanting to try and get an easier matchup with Trinity Catholic. Not that much easier, but easier than having to play Trumbull in the FCAC quarterfinals.
Yeah, so Carlucci comes in. First time he's seeing action with about 50 seconds left in the third. Tough to come in and get yourself into the game. Unfortunately, traveled on that offensive drive.
Carlucci playing his first minutes of this game. Now guarding the inbounder, Jeff Saganos. Airmailed the inbound pass, but we're staying with the Mustangs as he threw it off his chest.
Yeah, very smart play. Very smart play.
Here's the home run pass, and it's Houghton all alone. He missed the layup. Ludlowe wants to make this a closer game before half. Here, before the end of the quarter. Here's the drive. Sweeney double takes, can't get it. Ward's turn to try and get one. Saganos all over the place. Here's Becker, wants the last shot. Didn't get it.
Great drive, just couldn't finish.
One last heave, and that's how it ends. 26-17. To the fourth we go. A big one here at Fairfield Ludlowe, and we'll be back for the fourth here on FSA.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
We farm about 3,500 acres. There's pipelines everywhere. The contractor working on my property did not have the lines located before he began work, and it resulted on a strike on a natural gas pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 or visiting clickbeforeyoudig.com in the U.S. only takes minutes to do, and it can save your life.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication...
Ada Blank, Scott Torello in the fourth quarter is underway with Saganos, Houghton, and McMahon on the left side. Here's the drive, Saganos left baseline, now to the left corner, now they go right corner. This is a 2 from Houghton, and it's no good. Can't pull the rebound, but now they do. That's Connor Lawler. No, it is not. Yeah, it is. Connor Lawler, this sophomore, has come in possibly their biggest game of the season.
You know what, Aiden? You got to try something different at this point.
No surprises either.
You know, he's only a sophomore, real athletic kid. Is this a tough environment for him to come into? Of course it is, but hey, they got 17 points after 3 periods. They got to try something.
Connor, the oldest in the family, a big basketball family, baseball as well. Peterson had it stripped free near the Falcon logo, and a pass to the right side is airmailed.
Yeah, I think this, Aiden, is where you got to put in your 5 best offensive players and say go.
And Lawler may be the best shooter here. We'll see what happens. He probably is trying to get Lawler open for a 3. Big game to put a sophomore in, though. And we know Daly hasn't taken a freshman on the team in forever. So to get on this team as a sophomore, as an underclassman, period, is a very big honor.
Yeah, he's got a bright future, right? Like you said, only a sophomore, very athletic. He's going to have his day on this team, no doubt about it. The only thing keeping Ludlowe in this game is Warde's foul shooting. It's been terrible, Aiden. They could be up by 14 or 15 points at this point.
27-17, the Mustang crew on top. And a layup on the other end makes it 27-19.
Look, that's simple basketball, right? Fake and go back door. It's pretty when it's done properly, Aiden.
Down to 6.5 minutes. He'll get it and one. And that may be the nail in the coffin. 10-point game. First double-digit lead of the night. Mustang crew is hyped up.
They should be. That was a great drive by Maddie. Again, when you know that someone's a great shooter, you go for those pump fakes. When you go for those pump fakes, the lane is open to drive.
30-19. Six fouls on Fairfield Ludlowe, 4 on Fairfield Warde. Here's the inbound. And brought up by Dubois. That's your best offensive player, and he's hit.
That could be 4 on Becker. Listen, there's a lot of time left in this game. Again, they've only scored 19 points, but they're only down 11. That's 4 on Becker. 6:24 left. Be interesting to see if they keep him in the game. I'd be surprised. And they're not gonna. Listen, if I'm the Ludlowe coach, I put whoever he thinks are his 5 best offensive players on the floor. You tell them to just go, right? I mean, because right now they're too bogged down running this motion offense.
6:24 remaining. This is Peterson, left wing. Now the right wing for Lawler, who just barely missed.
Yep, good
and
shot.
That's why they put him in.
Hey, that was a good shot, right? Nice drive and dish.
Not afraid to take
look.
it. McMahon on the other end, and we're going the other way. Peterson came in at the last minute with a big block, and Fairfield Ludlowe retains possession.
Nice block. That call could have went either way.
That is Bork, and he's going to get pushed.
Yeah, there's no reason for Warde to be playing that tight of defense 50 feet away from the basket. You're up 11. Push back. I mean, Ludlowe hasn't proven they can hit jumpers other than Patrick.
Here's Lawler. Off to the right side to 3, no good. They keep it in though, and Warde gets it with McMahon leading the charge. Home run pass down low, and then lay it in.
Beautiful outlet pass. You see how Warde looks to push that ball up the court.
Then steal in transition. Now Dubois, the 3 is off.
I like it though. Listen,
Mustang gets
shot,
the rebound.
But it's a good shot, right? Be aggressive.
Here's Becker. Off to the corner for Golbin. Golbin back top for McMahon, and in a year where we thought it may be a Ludlowe sweep, the Mustangs just 5-18 from the double win. There's a right wing 3 that's not even close. McKenna saves it, but puts it right in the hands of Bork. Now a drive from Dubois, and it's 32-21. The Falcons still here.
That's where they have to get Justin, in the open floor. Kick the ball out and let him go.
4:58 remain, and it's 32-21. 6 fouls on either end. Neither team has a foul to give, which is probably going to be problematic for one team down the stretch.
Five minutes left, down 11. I hate to state the obvious, Aiden, but they still have a chance in this game. Listen, you have to love the enthusiasm on the Warde side.
So what the Warde fans are doing right now is they're saying their school acronym. Couldn't quite hear exactly what it was, but you see the student section leaders have signs. And here we go. Over in hockey, Fairfield and West Hill Stamford are tied at 1, end of the first. Good game out at Terry Connors. 4:45 left. That pass tipped and goes out of bounds. 4:44 now. Underneath. Ward's gonna get it back, another block at the rim. McKenna can't get it, and the second try can't fall. And the throw goes out of bounds.
Yeah, McKenna and Goulben are just stronger and more aggressive down there. I mean, they had 4 real good looks. Hey, listen, they got the ball back, down 11.
Here is Tabois, driving on the left baseline, and a last-second block. Joey Goulben holding the fort down as he put a hand up there.
Yeah, that's beautiful defense. You see how they've switched Joey onto Justin right here, thinking Justin is going to try and take this game over. That was great defense.
Off the side. Kilbride swings it to Bork. Bork some fancy dribbling. Now the drive. Ducks out of it. And a foul on the floor is on the Mustangs, which is big. They've now got 7.
That's great hustle by both McKenna and Goulben. Hey, Ludlowe got away with it. They got a foul call, 1-1. Bork's going to have to knock down these foul shots, get them back within single digits.
James Bork can bring it back to within 9. If he hits both of these. First one will make it 10. Here's Bork, and he missed. Can't miss that. Everybody's got hands in on the rebound. And Matt Houghton wants some noise from the Mustangs crowd.
Yeah, that was a big miss. Front end of the 1-1. Walk down to the other end. Let Warde take some foul shots. Listen, they're doing this without Becker. Becker's on the bench with 4 fouls. They have not yet been able to break into the lead. In fact, Warde is maintaining the lead.
33-21. And it's good. 4 minutes remain, and here's Lawler to bring it up. The sophomore. 3 is gonna fall. How about that? A wing and a prayer. 9-point game. They're back to single digits.
Yeah, listen, he's been their only shooter tonight, Patrick. Try and run some screens for him. Try and get him open.
Patrick Kilbride with a big gimme that 3. And Ludlowe may still be here.
You know, 3:51 left. There's still a ton of time in this game, Aiden. Both teams shooting 1-1. Just going to take one guy to get hot. Now, that hasn't happened in 3 quarters and a half. But there's still time left. You never know.
3:51 to play. It's 34-24. As they did miss that point on the scoreboard, Warde did get that extra free throw. Here comes the inbound, and it is across court for McMahon. Inside Sagano's flip back. Checking into the game is Dennis Parker. And that should be a foul. That's the 8th on Ludlowe.
I mean, Warde wants to take some time off the clock. but they cannot take the air out of the ball. There's too much time in this game.
Connor Lawler, Patrick Kilbride, and John Daly having a talk. And it's 35-24. Off the front iron, it's no good. Intercepted by Saganos, and that may do it. Here's the three. No. Rebound. Here's Myers in transition. Foul on the floor.
A good take by Myers. Force the action. Get to the line. Try and get some points without that clock moving.
3 minutes and 18 seconds remain. Each team with 8 fouls, and it's 35-24. Fairfield Ludlowe trails. Off to the line to shoot is Jeff Myers. He can make it a single-digit game with the basket here. 2, in fact. Got it. So it's back to 10. Scott, it's not done yet. We've still got plenty of basketball to play. A very entertaining night here at Fairfield Ludlowe. It is no good. Peterson tried the rebound, couldn't get it. Rebound went to Golban. Now here's McMahon.
He really handles the ball well, McMahon. You're going to have to double him to get it out. That's their chance to steal right there. Good timeout
And
by
a
Swaller.
timeout is used by Coach Ryan. Swaller will take one with him. 35-25 when we get back. Year 3 of the Sarah Kinsley era at Fairfield Ludlowe has brought the Falcons their best regular season start in years. So good, in fact, that on Saturday, they will play in their first FCAC playoff game since 2016. But before they embark on a postseason run for the ages, they've got unfinished business in the regular season. For Fairfield Warde, it's been a roller coaster ride of a season. After barely breaking 500 in their first 6 games. We apologize for the technical difficulty, but Aiden Blank, Scott Torello back with you. .304 remain, and things not looking up for Fairfield Ludlowe, but still hanging around.
You don't want to foul Houghton, that's for sure.
Ludlowe will get him on a double dribble, it looks like. That's what it was signaled.
No, he called it off.
But they're going to redo the call.
Off board. Ward maintains the ball.
Saganos. Becker. Spins out of it, and he was fouled. Here comes the first shot for Matt Becker. Good.
I mean, if you're going to go with the following game, Aiden, I would try Saganos number 3 or Gulbin number 4. I'm not sure I would be following Becker or Houghton down the stretch here.
It's 37-25. 3 is off. That's kind of been the moral of this game tonight. They just haven't shot. Ball is loose underneath, picked out by Bork. Lawler, 3 is good! Kilbride brings a little bit of pep back into this crowd. 35-28.
Imagine how many points they'd have tonight if they didn't have Patrick on the floor. He has shot the ball well. He's been the only one who has shot the ball well for Ludlowe tonight.
And they now have a chance. 37-28. It's a 9-point game. They're going to have to get some defensive stops and keep giving it to him. So an inbound will come from the Mustangs. 2:29 remaining in the fourth. And what a night it's been, Scott. We've had a great girls game. So far, it's been a fantastic boys game, as low scoring as it may be.
Yeah, it's still been exciting, right? Because there's a great crowd in here. So regardless of the score, it's still a great environment.
And another foul coming on Fairfield Ludlowe. .28 for Fairfield Ludlowe, one of the lowest scoring performances all season. They pull the rebound. Shot inside is in and out, but they swat it. And Ludlowe's going to keep possession. Against all good judgment, Ludlowe is awarded the ball.
Yeah, that was a 50-50 call. Looked like our guy tipped it out of bounds. I mean, right there, that was just, Warde wanted it more.
Inside, Sagano saves. Here's McMahon with 2 minutes. Bork, it's on the floor. And a timeout, oh my goodness. So the problem now is that Matt Becker is down. It was one Warde defender. It was one Warde offender, Matt Becker, who's stumbling back to the bench now.
Yeah, James tried to go for the steal.
It looked like it was a surefire travel. They were doing everything they could to keep from touching the ball, so he would be squirming down there all by himself.
Big collision at half court between James and Becker. Listen, James is a strong kid.
He read that pass perfectly, too.
So if he collides with you, you're going to feel it.
And right now, Ryan Swaller in the huddle has to assume Becker's not coming back in this game. We're going to see. The athletic staff has already rushed to his side. He is back up and moving, which may be not so good for Fairfield Ludlowe. He has been their kryptonite, if you will, tonight. He has been their Achilles heel. They just can't get it done without him. A minute 55 remaining. Warde in the double bonus. Ludlowe still in the single bonus. And Lawler will foul.
Yep, not sure he's the boy to foul either. Again, I would wait. You have 3 kids in here who I wouldn't mind following. Saganos, Goulman, or McKenna. Once they get it, foul them. Until then, play tough D. Putting one of their better shooters on the foul line.
A minute 53 to go, and it's 39-28. These chances looking slimmer and slimmer by the minute. A minute 50 to go. It's 40 to 28. And now it's 40-30 as Ludlowe will send another to the line.
Yeah, good hustle by James. If I'm him, I'm happy about that foul, right? You definitely don't want to give up a layup. Make him try to earn it from the foul line.
Shot of the way is no good. Ludlowe will luck out there. Still no word on the Ridgefield-Norwalk score, which is very important right now. Lawler will swing it. Here's Bork. Bork swings. Peterson got a hand to it, but Warde gets the ball and the foul on Bork. He's got to be getting up there too.
Yeah, unfortunately, James has not been able to hit that little turnaround
that
floater
is his
all
fourth
day.
foul, so that's his fourth foul. Shot of the way is good, 41. Impressive performance for Fairfield Warde, not right out of the gate, but this fourth quarter has been a performance for the ages. This second half for as a matter of fact. They play this way in the second half, they'll beat anybody in the state.
Definitely a much better second half for Warde. They have a lot of talent, so they're not a team you're going to want to face in the FCAC tournament.
A foul is going to be called against the Mustangs. That's their 9th. Ludlow's going to go shoot.
Warde definitely doesn't want to be fouling with minute 13 left. Kilbride shooting threes and foul shots is pretty much the only way they've been able to score.
Missed it. They got a hand to it. Myers got in there and slapped it. And we're headed to the other end to shoot foul shots again. Now this is where most of the crowd is going to begin to file out. Warde had their chance. Ludlowe had their chance. Warde's going to go shoot.
They did. Listen, when you hold a team to 42 points, you have a chance to win. They just were too offensively challenged today.
The shot is good. And Ludlowe needs a lot of help. Minute 6 to go. To start the bus's chance to be gone as Peterson for 3 is off. It's going to be a jump ball underneath. Not sure where that was coming out of.
Yeah, looks like it'll stay Ludlowe ball. 59 seconds left.
Warde will be fouled with 57.5 to go. Shot of the way is no good. Warde with a rare miss from the free throw line. Here comes the second, 57.5, and it's good. Warde with a 14-point lead.
2 tough losses for the Warde programs tonight, Aiden. And the fans are letting him know it.
Ludlowe will get a consolation bucket. It's 44-32. A couple of players off the bench coming in. Matt Becker, who took a hard hit a few minutes ago, is going to get it. 30. They'll dribble it. Ludlowe doesn't want to give up. But it looks like that's how this is going to end. The Mustangs come into Ludlowe and sweep them. Warde 44, Ludlowe 32, and Fairfield Warde will once again sweep the Battle of Fairfield.
That hurts, Aiden. They put the Warde flag over the Ludlowe symbol at center court, and they rush the court. You never want to see that from your in-town rival.
The Stampede is stampeded onto the court, and that's how it will end. Heartbreak in 2 games tonight.
Yeah, I was expecting a different outcome in both of them.
So for Scott Torello, Griffin Forberg, and our entire FSN crew, thanks for tuning in to our entire night of high school hoops coverage. And we will see you in the FCAC playoffs. Again, for our entire FSN crew, I'm Ada Blank. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night, everybody.